Hello friends, welcome to our channel Creating Essence. I am Megan. Thank you so much for stopping by today. It is July 1st, which means it's time for the July homestead update. We'll start here with the bee ladies. They're all doing amazing. The apiary that we built is working so well. We added a trail cam right here just to keep an eye on things during the night and when we're not out here. We do have things like bears in the area, so we like to kind of keep an eye on what's strolling around at night. Our chicken ladies are doing amazing. It's getting pretty hot, so right now we're only getting about 12 to 15 eggs a day from the 20 of them, but that's all right. The earth garden has grown tremendously in the last month. We put in some new tomatillo seedlings and they are doing really well. And our tomatoes are getting so huge that even our big, thick steel cages are being taken down by the size. We have tons of huge, beautiful fruit growing. So we will be getting so much harvest here very soon. Ella's zinnia are doing really well. All the different colors are coming in. And the butterflies are loving them. Over here is the latest new color to come in. It's a yellow zinnia. Those cucumbers that we had to plant 3 times finally decided to take off, and we have been getting so many lovely cucumbers from them already. And there is another one. The pepper plants of all kinds are filled with beautiful fruit. These in particular are the serranos. We're waiting for them to turn red, but they are just covered. We have some adorable lunchbox peppers here that the kids love to snack on. We've begun harvesting our cabbages. They have been delicious. Here we have poblano peppers coming. And over here, mucho nacho jalapenos. It's a lovely bell pepper plant. A banana pepper plant. We kind of went pepper crazy this year. We've been getting so much delicious basil of all kinds, and it has been awesome. I already have a quart jar almost entirely full of dehydrated basil, and having a quart jar of dehydrated herbs has been a big goal for me for this year. More huge, beautiful heirloom tomatoes ripening here. And these are my daughter Ella's favorite kind of beans, the Royal Burgundy bush beans. We've been getting about a handful a day, which is super fun and about adequate for a short little row this size. More plantings of bush beans are coming up here, and the kale is kind of at a lull right now. It does that in the summertime when it starts getting hot. We still are harvesting almost daily, but it's yellowing a little and slowing down significantly in growth just because of the hot weather. So, as you can see, we've had some harlequin beetles working hard over here too, but we're keeping them in check with neem oil. So you can see one of those buggers now. But as they say, pests won't often do serious damage to plants that aren't healthy. And because these plants are weakened right now in the heat, that's why the harlequin beetles were able to do such damage. So we're waiting it out, treating regularly with neem oil and making progress, but we're just letting it take its time. I want to show you something here with the tomatoes. You can see they're all big, happy tomato plants, but here, over here, you will see there's no space to walk between them, even though they're planted the same as the others were. And they're the varieties that the others are. It's just a huge forest of tomato plants here, and they are full of big, beautiful clusters of fruit ripening. Any guesses as to why? You may remember that when we had the chickens in there over the winter, that is exactly where the chicken tractor sat. That spot right there is where the chicken tractor was over the winter, where the chickens went in to go to bed at night, and consequently dropped most of their poop. So yep, that crazy tomato forest in there is all thanks to a larger concentration of chicken poop. The orchard bed is doing really well. The peaches are starting to ripen. The elderberries are doing so well, and they are just covered. It's hard to believe they are barely 1-year-old plants that were a tiny stick in the ground last year. Our dill is doing really well, and I have been able to dehydrate quite a bit already this year, just in time for the black swallowtail butterflies to arrive and turn this into their nursery. We planted a mixed butterfly wildflower packet there, and it's doing well. The little baby elderberry we planted this spring is also doing well, and we decided to put in the ground some birdhouse gourds so they can just kind of grow along the ground in there, and they're doing well as well. The weather has been getting particularly hot here lately, in the upper 90s, and what the weather services call feels like up to about 110 most days. So it's been very hot and very humid, and I love the Back to Eden garden method because we have barely had to water anything, and it's still thriving. The blueberries and herbs are all doing so well. I really need to get in and weed this end of the bed, but the kids are still picking plenty of blueberries to snack on every day from those 2 more mature bushes. And I've been using and dehydrating plenty of herbs. We have had an abundance of beautiful flowers like these gladiolas and stargazer lilies. And all of the blueberries that we newly planted this spring are all thriving. They're really happy and really taking off in growth. The strawberry beds are kind of neglected. Most of the garlic has been harvested out of that. Those strawberries were early in the year and have just been overcome. Those as well. These are faring the best, but still need a good weeding. The turnips and carrots are all doing really well in this bed. We also have some black swallowtail butterflies coming in to make a home on our carrot tops here. Ooh, that one actually might be a monarch and not a black swallowtail. Sometimes it can be hard to tell until they get bigger. Our beets are also doing really well. They're a little wilty right now because it's peak heat of the day, so everything gets a little wilty now. The daikon was again a big flop, so we've just been pulling them out every now and then and giving them to the chickens because they love to eat those seed pods there. And that was the last of that pecan seeds that I'd purchased, so I don't think we'll be planting them again. We have the pole beans and birdhouse gourds here. They're all happily climbing the trellises together. On the hotter days, I usually have to come out and water them because the raised beds do dry out quicker. But really, they're all growing very well and are very happy out here. See these acorn squashes that have longer vines can get pretty sad at times. But we have some beautiful butternut squashes coming on here. And we have lots of bean blossoms. So we'll be getting beans here soon too. Those raspberry trellises that we got up are doing the job just fine. Really happy with them. I would like it if these ones over here stood up a little straighter. But I think aside from putting the posts in the ground with concrete or something, I don't think it's going to get any stronger. The wires are really weighed down from these beautiful, healthy raspberries. Bee Island is still, aside from that lavender, kind of a dud. We've got cotton coming up. Cotton that was planted in April, mind you. And more gladiolas and stargazer lilies. And that is it for the July homestead update. We have been able to start preserving things that we have plenty of. I'm really excited to get going with pickle season. If you were following us last summer, you may remember our garlic dill refrigerator pickles that are our absolute favorite that I did a video about. I'll put that in the info box below in case you care to see it. That is all for today. Thank you so much for sticking around today, friends. I really appreciate it. If you like this video, please give us a thumbs up. Let me know in the comments below what's growing at your house, and subscribe to our channel to hang out for more like this. Bye-bye, friends.